Hey everyone, welcome back. Tonight we're diving deep, really deep, into something that probably impacts a lot of you out there.
Insomnia.
Yeah, we're tackling insomnia. We've got this interesting excerpt. It's called, What is Insomnia? And, we're not going to just skim the surface here.
Definitely not. We're gonna go beyond, like, the usual tired advice.
Exactly.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty practical stuff that can actually help you get some,
Some good sleep.
yeah, some solid sleep.
Because it's more than just being tired,
Right.
right?
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
mean, everyone feels tired now and then, but insomnia, it's like this,
it's chronic.
yeah, it's this consistent struggle to fall asleep or stay asleep.
Right. Even when you have the chance to get a full night's rest, which I know a lot of us don't always, but, even when you do.
Exactly. And it can really mess with your life, like mood swings, focus problems, even your health can take a hit.
It's true. Our source actually mentions that insomnia can even increase your risk for some pretty serious health problems. It lists four main causes: stress, lifestyle choices, medical issues, and your environment.
And it's often like a combination of those things, you know what I mean?
Totally.
It's rarely just one thing. Like imagine you're super stressed at work, you're up late staring at your laptop trying to meet a deadline. Well, that blue light from your screen is messing with your sleep.
I was just going to ask about that. The source specifically calls out blue light.
It's a big one, yeah.
I know it's bad, but why is blue light so much worse than like other types of light? We're exposed to all kinds of light during the day.
Right, but it's about how our bodies have evolved to respond to light. Think about it. For like forever, the setting sun, those reddish hues, they were a natural signal to our ancestors that it was time to wind down.
You get ready for sleep.
Exactly. But blue light,
Yeah.
that's like the color temperature of the midday sun.
Oh, I see.
It basically tells your brain to wake up.
Even if your body is exhausted.
Exactly. It suppresses melatonin, which is that hormone that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle.
So even if we're tired, that blue light from our phones is keeping us wired. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's like trying to hit the gas and the brakes at the same time. You're not going anywhere.
So the first step, according to the source, is creating a sleep sanctuary.
A sleep sanctuary. I love that.
Right. It sounds so peaceful. It recommends a cool, dark, and quiet bedroom. Seems straightforward enough, but is there anything people commonly overlook when it comes to their sleep environment?
You'd be surprised how many people don't pay attention to temperature.
Really?
Yeah. Obviously, everyone has their own preferences, but research shows that a slightly cooler room, somewhere around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, is best for most people.
That's interesting. Why is that?
Well, when your body gets ready for sleep, its core temperature naturally drops. So a cooler room helps facilitate that process.
Oh, so it kind of signals to your body that it's time to wind down. That makes sense. The source also stresses the importance of a regular sleep schedule. I know, we've all heard it before, but is it really that crucial?
Honestly, it's one of the most important things you can do. Think of your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, as this delicate instrument, right?
Okay.
Going to bed and waking up around the same time every day, even on weekends, helps keep that instrument in tune. But inconsistency throws it off, and that's when you start seeing sleep problems.
So consistency is key. What about those pre-sleep rituals?
Mhm.
Like a warm bath, reading a book, stuff like that. I've tried them, but sometimes my mind just races. It's hard to shut off.
Yeah, I get that. I think the trick is to find a ritual that really works for you, something you genuinely enjoy.
Not just another chore to do before bed.
Right. If reading keeps your mind active, maybe try some gentle stretches, listen to calming music. The goal is to signal to your body that it's time to unwind.
To relax.
Yeah.
Our source also suggests different relaxation techniques to help quiet those racing thoughts. I've tried meditation before, but I always find it hard to, actually focus.
Yeah, meditation can be tough for beginners.
Are there any techniques that are a little easier to pick up?
One I often recommend is the 4-7-8 breathing exercise.
I've heard of that.
It's super simple, and you can do it anywhere, anytime. All you do is inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4,
Okay.
hold your breath for a count of 7, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8.
Does that really work?
It does. That extended exhale actually activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is what calms your body down.
So it's like a physical trigger for relaxation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And with practice, it can become a really powerful tool for managing stress and getting better sleep.
I'm definitely going to try that.
Yeah.
The source also mentions diet, which I guess makes sense, but is there really a link between what we eat and how we sleep?
Oh, absolutely. Some foods and drinks have compounds that can actually promote sleep, while others can hinder it.
Like what?
Well, take chamomile tea, for example. It's got this antioxidant called apigenin, which binds to certain receptors in your brain and basically tells you to relax.
So it's not just like a comforting ritual.
No, there's actually some science behind it.
That's cool. What about warm milk? I've heard that helps you sleep too.
The research on warm milk is a bit less conclusive, but it does contain tryptophan.
Okay.
It's an amino acid that helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin, which, as we know, are both involved in regulating sleep.
So there might be something to that.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm seeing how all these things are connected, the environment, our habits, even what we eat. The source also brings up exercise. Obviously, it's important for overall health, but I've noticed that working out too close to bedtime sometimes keeps me awake.
You're right, timing is key. Exercise is fantastic for sleep, don't get me wrong. Regular physical activity during the day can really improve your sleep quality.
How so?
Well, it helps regulate your circadian rhythm and it reduces stress hormones. But if you're doing a super intense workout right before bed, it can have the opposite effect.
So maybe a light evening walk is a better choice than like hitting the gym hard right before sleep.
Exactly. You get some fresh air, a bit of movement, and a chance to clear your head.
Makes sense. The source also points out that sometimes insomnia can be a sign of deeper emotional struggles. It encourages people to seek professional help if they need it. I think that's really important to emphasize.
Absolutely. If you're struggling with stress, anxiety, or other emotions that are keeping you up at night, talking to a therapist can be incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
They can give you tools and strategies to manage those feelings and hopefully get better sleep.
Because, as our source says, sleep is a necessity, not a luxury.
Right. It's fundamental to our well-being, both physically and mentally. And, overcoming insomnia, it's a journey.
Yeah,
It takes time, patience, and experimentation to find what works for you. Don't get discouraged.
exactly. So we've talked about what causes insomnia, how to create a sleep-friendly environment, the power of routine and relaxation techniques, and how even our diet and exercise habits can affect our sleep. It's a lot to take in.
It is, but think about what resonated with you the most tonight. Was it the blue light thing? The breathing exercise? Pick one small change you can make tonight to prioritize your sleep.
And remember, progress takes time. Be patient with yourself, celebrate the small wins, and never underestimate the power of a good night's rest.
Sweet dreams.
Good night, everybody.